Emperor and Iomzo taking the early high ground. Talk about preparation coming into this. No one's going to prepare harder than Jamper and Iomzo, I don't think. Jamper and Iomzo, though, only 1 mini, 139 above Surge. They're not as healthy as what I thought. They kind of just took the high ground because they had it. TK takes down Neverfire. Oh, wait, no, this is old. We're seeing old stuff in the feed now. Good frontside rotate from Jamper and Iomzo. That was pretty free. They're going to need to find a refresh soon here, though. Iomzo is still one of the best fraggers in NA, but him and Jamper have kind of adopted a lot more of a passive placement playstyle. It's Jack and Nosh on the high grounds, whereas we see Miro still going solo here, 63 below. He has been solo since, like, second zone, I'm pretty sure. Clicks and Dukes are still in this one, chat. Trashy takes down Death. There's Clicks as I say that. Clicks and Dukes going to combine with Miro, but Miro takes down AV. Miro gets the finish, 25 builds. He's above Surge, gets the Siphon. Also has the grapple glove. Bank goes down to Trashy, so I think Bank and Tahi are out of this one. Trashy and Rise doing very well off the Kami split so far. Byler's fallen. Peterbot now running this one solo. Clicks happen to go solo as well. Looks like Dukes is out of this. Oh, and Clicks edits down. Peterbot is waiting. Beautiful read from Peterbot there. Gonna jump down and try and get the extra material. Has 1 use left of the grapple glove. Got to make it count, and that is not how you want to use it. Unfortunate there. The ramp catches his feet. Nosh and Jack still on that high ground. Kanata Age is lurking on the second height, though, and I also see Acorn and Edgy in this one. So we got quite a few very good, healthy duos. But Nosh and Jack have control of this. 3 builds, though. That's it. Nosh and Jack are going to lose high ground, and I know Ages and Kanata are going to take any chance to claim that. I will not be surprised if this camera zooms out and Ages and Kanata have taken that high ground. Qua goes down to Commandment. Yep, there it is. Kanata and Ages on the high ground. 50 builds for Kanata too, so they held their mats. They stayed mid-ground. They didn't overly force height, and as soon as Jack and Nosh ran out of steam, they took it. Meanwhile, here's Jack and Nosh trying to fight their way through the low grounds. 9 teams, 15 players. Jack solos, 6 elims to kick things off inside the box with Cease. He had to go for the 50-50. He had no more time. And Iomzo here on the low ground. 1v1 against Magnolia, but no, unfortunately, it wasn't a 1v1. Magnolia's got backups. Gold takes him down. Trashy's going to fall. Rise here in this mid-ground layer. Only 1 use left on the grapple glove. Needs to try to wait for that Siphon on Acorn to go over. Meanwhile, Edgy down below in the box with Gold, and Edgy goes down to Gold as well. Gold now taking out Iomzo and Edgy, 2 of the top 5 favorites, but it is going to be Commandment coming through, picking up Rise. Kanata and Ages looking to kick off NA East with a dub. The most consistent team coming into this grand finals. Almost everyone's top pick to win it. But 8 is Nico and Casca down below. One of the more underrated teams on NA East. And I would say Casca quite potentially top 3 most underrated players in NA. And Casca putting down the beams on Kanata. They're not giving it up easily. Kanata has 16 builds. I don't know how many Ages has, but they're going to keep building up and hold this one. But Casca and Nico really putting up a fight. They both have good loadouts, though. Oh, that's right. The new Counterlogic Gaming signing as well. CLG having signed Ages. Great first game under the new org. Nico and Casca have run out of gas, though. They've got no builds. They've got nothing. Casca's down. Nico's down the hill, shooting fish in a barrel. There is absolutely nothing Nico can do but fire back. Hold up. Nico and Casca honestly doing far better than I think they should have there, but Kanata and Ages, to absolutely nobody's surprise, are going to pick up game 1 W. 15% of you predicting them. All right, so after game 1, Kanata and Ages in first on 46, Trashy and Rise in second on 38, Gold and Magnolia in third on 37, Commandment and Avery 36, Nosh and Jack 34. Then we have Nico, Neverfire, Cease, Acorn, and Qua. Scrolls the rest of the leaderboard as well. Also, for any kid who fucking comes at me, I know in last night's YouTube video I didn't mention Kanata and Ages. I filmed the clip, I sent it to my editor, something went wrong, okay? Kanata and Ages were obviously in my top 5. There's a reason why there was only 4 people I mentioned in my top 5. Meanwhile, DGen and Pledge, one of the more underrated high ground teams on NA. DGen picking up things from his counterpart Ages. Obviously, DGen pretty much showing Ages the high ground meta over the last few seasons before linking up with Kanata. Clicks takes down Qua now as well, so Clicks getting his elims, unless that was replay mode glitching. I think it might have been, I don't know. Slacks and Clarity are also down there on that low ground. Acorn and Edgy are on front side. 73 builds for Edgy. Acorn's the Tarper, who probably has the majority too. So Edgy and Acorn's mats might be looking good. They are using majority wood right now though. There you go. There comes the hard mats. Good mat conservation from Acorn. Clix is going to rat his way back into this old Tarp. Clix looking good. I mean, with a double gold weapon right now, Clix could pull something off. Nico getting shot in the back by Miro. Miro and Booga both alive and healthy. Unlike last game, we get to see what they can do as a duo. They've got med miss. They are tanking zone though. 82 builds for Miro. Booga looking like he might die here unless he's got a med miss. Okay, there goes. Booga starts popping the med miss. Miro starts building up a little bit. Booga just has to get to him. Miro's put him on a good layer. They are on second high. Got to be careful of that high ground team. Oh, Nico on. Oh, Nico on literally 1 HP. And no, he can't take down Paper. I mean, I want Paper to do well here too, but that was almost big clutch from Nico. Meanwhile, speaking of big clutches, Clix, 2 builds left, 4 elims. What can he do with the double gold weaponry? Can Clix find the maxi pump? Zone does start to pull a little bit across. He's got the med miss to play zone a little bit. He might try to tank zone here. He can hear players dipping in and out of that bush, so he knows there's people there. Clix gonna have to be very careful. There's someone behind him. Nice awareness from Clix. He finds Degen. Where's Pledge though? Pledge's not near him. Clix gonna get the mat refresh. Only 15 bills, unfortunately. It's literally siphoned. Booga goes down alongside Miro. Clix is still doing this. 12 teams, 19 players. The amount of solo impact points he's picking up is crazy. He's got 27 health though. No shield, no bills. If Clix pulls this off, he is an absolute demigod. That's 2 players. Rise and Trashy. Clix finds his way into another Tarp. He's doing it. Clix is doing it. Meanwhile, Paper and Lawrence. Lawrence unfortunately falls. Paper now solo. Has the medkit, has the med miss. He might even be able to medkit stagger here. We haven't seen medkit staggers very often in Chapter 3. Paper choosing to cancel it and instead just go for the med miss play. Might not have got that off in time. We have Walkers and Shadow on that high ground position. Centered and Cold, 43 builds. 3 elims for Cold. They got to make this count. Centered and Cold are getting contested on spawn, so got to make sure these end games count when they make them. If Paper can get to front side and try to pop this med kit, but he's on 2 players' walls. Paper, you had to go for it, but honestly, a very, very ambitious attempt. Not only is it a duo's wall, it is the FNCS Champions wall. But luckily, Peterbot and Byler do get distracted. Paper's going to make it out to, I was going to say live to fight another day, but he falls. 6 teams, 12 players, all duos. Not a single solo remaining now. Spade putting some good shots down on a Peterbot. Chimp is still there as well. Spade's going to fall. Chimp's going to have to carry this one on. Peterbot now has the med miss. Trashy and Rise in first place. In this low ground position, 4 builds with Rise. I don't think Trashy has too many more. I think Peterbot's going to have to go down on that backside. Looked like he only had a little bit left in that med mist. Unless he does make its way in here. Peterbot's really deep, just playing the meds. Cam and Narwhal on that low ground. Walkers and Shadow up above. Peterbot's going to fall. We are back to a 2v2v2. An all-duo affair. Walkers with 25 builds left, looking in a good spot to take this one home. Cam gets beamed. Narwhal now solo. Narwhal's going to take shots from Rise and Trashy. Rise and Trashy in a 2v2, I think, without very little mats. But they might get those mats off now. Narwhal and Cam. Rise might be able to do this. Walkers just keeps going higher and higher. Trashy's got 2 builds to his name. Rise going for a grapple glove play. It's pretty much... Oh, no, he's mantling. Rise trying to mantle his way up. I think Shadow and Walkers take this. They've got the splashes. They've got the loadout. They've got everything they need. If Shadow and Walkers lose this, they're going to have no one to blame. Trashy takes another shot. They're just whittling them down. They're not overcommitting to the shotgun. They're just going to keep slowly tagging him. There's Trashy. 2v1. What can Rise do? He's on the zip line as well. So if Walkers wants to make a play, he can. But Walkers and Shadow playing it cool, calm, and collected, just taking their time. This is looking like an 8 elim. Vic Roy. Does Walkers pick any of them up though? Walkers picking up the elim. 8 elims as a duo. Shadow fragging out heavy that game. So after game 2 on NA East, we have Trashy and Rise off the Kami split, finding far more success than Kami and Seti did today on EU, 75 points. Meanwhile, Acorn and Edgy in second on 57. Aegis Kanata in third on 56 after that game 1 win. Peterbot and Byler 56, and Dukes and Clix 54. Good start, man. And then Shadow, Nico, Gold, Quanti, and Paper. Clix had a very, very good solo clutch there. Very good. What was that? 6 elim 11th. Good effort. Very good effort. In Me Too, good loadout, but I mean, they have 9 eliminations. Holy shit, 10 eliminations. Shonye and Me Too have double-digit elims. And we are just now starting rotating zones. This could be a kill record. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was just an EU kill record, but I know Malibuca's 16 kill game last season on EU was a record. In duo grand finals. Oh, Dom gets chopped out here. Yomzo and Jampa also chopping out their high ground. Probably to try and give them nothing to anchor to. Cease and Day are making a play for the high ground on that edge. So Cease and Day might actually have this. Dom and Tragics had to give it up. No, 16 kills total, chat. Above 15 kills in a grand final lobby is crazy. Definitely not by himself. Wouldn't it be squads? Like I said, duos. There was higher kill games in trios. All right, Rise and Trashy still in first place. 87 points, running a little bit low on material and meds by the look of it. They're going to have to find a big refresh here, and I don't know where they're going to find it. His Trashy's put him on dead side, but he's got to come back to Rise. Rise is now going to farm the tree up, get a couple of extra builds, and they're going to have to make a play soon. This could be the play that keeps them in first or drops them out of first. With Kanata and Aegis in this lobby, if they go down here, you've got to think they lose first because Kanata and Aegis have just picked up a kill onto Narwhal and Cam. Another one, Aegis going down. Kanata solo 150 mils. For once, when someone calls max mats, they actually mean max mats. Meanwhile, though, Kanata with the confidence to take that peak on 100 combined health with 1,500 mats and a grapple glove. Only Kanata goes for that peak. Luckily for him, though, he does survive it. Trashy and Rise, meanwhile, very different story on the low ground. No build, struggling, fighting for their lives. And they are going to go down. Kanata and Aegis looking to try and disprove the first place win curse wrong. Meanwhile, Jampa and Yomzo in 10th place. Surprised to see them down on the leaderboard, but trying to make a good game of it here in game 3. Is Day and Cease on the high ground. Day and Cease been very quiet this season in set lobbies. They make set lobbies consistently, but then so far have struggled in them. Really good start for them here. Meanwhile, Miro and Booga looks like the shotgun curse doesn't count for Chonkers. Me Too and Shonye still fragging out. 11 elims takes down Blake. We have 11 elims in the hands of Me Too and Shonye here. If they can keep doing this, they might break the record. Unfortunately, Dayshawn and Cease only have the ARs. They don't have any SMG or even a hammer. They've just got the burst to put down pressure. Kanata's still got 73 builds total, so he's only used half his build so far. Byler and Peterbot take down Shonye. So it looks like Shonye and Me Too, never mind, the record is going to be put down. And of course, it's at the hands of a 7 elim Byler. Would like to highlight that because Peterbot got a lot of the credit for their FNCS victory. And Peterbot was incredibly important, but Byler proven that he is very, very underrated. Unfortunately, though, he's clashing with Yomzo and Jampa. Jampa's down to, I think, literally 1 HP. Meanwhile, Peterbot and Byler not too much healthier themselves. Oh, and they get jumped in on. Byler hits the auto tag, hits another one, 103. Byler goes down swinging. Peterbot 7 HP, Zone at his back, an AR at his front, and unfortunately he's going to fall to Kanata, who is still going as a solo. Cease and Day, like I said, up above because of those ARs, no spray weapon. They aren't putting down a lot of pressure, and mid ground and low ground are just colliding. Kanata, 33 builds. Miro and Booga still going. We might see a win here for the FNCS champs. Threats is here as a solo. Mac was fallen. 4 elims for Threats. Also a good shotgun. So some of the best shotguns we've seen so far here. No surprise, a lot of them making it to endgame with that extra firepower. Or maybe just getting their hands on it as they fragged out through this game. Oh, Threats is going to fall. Kanata, man, rivaling. I mean, honestly, maybe outshining Clicks here for the solo clutch. Kanata had the material, but man, he's made it count. I've seen a lot of players with the same loadout as Kanata not pulling off anywhere near as good of a solo game. He had what he needed, but Kanata's is different. Gold shotgun, purple AR. Can he at least get top 2 here? I think a win would be astronomical. Kanata might be able to do it, though. Booga and Miro here are pretty shambles. Miro's going deep. Booga's playing that med miss. Miro, I think, maybe going for a high ground flank. No, he was looking for Kanata. They can't find him. Kanata holding them off. Kanata putting him down. It's a 2v1. Kanata has clutched up an 8 elim top 2 by himself. Can he finish it off, though? Can he get the kill here right now? If anyone can pull this off, you know it's Kanata. Cease around the corner, Day up above. If they give Kanata any chance here, he will take it. But beautiful plays there from Cease and Day to just build him out and hold him out from zone and play the numbers advantage. But a double-digit 10 elims second, 8 of them on Kanata. He is an absolute freak. All right, Ages and Kanata in first on 105. Peterbot and Byler in second on 96. Trashy and Rise 91. Shonye and Me2 83. Miro and Booga 83. Ooh. Death and Tabney looking pretty healthy from what I could just see. Click's got a solo clutch again. To be fair, chat, before we talk too much shit on Dukes, I know everyone loves to say Dukes hard selling. Half the time they're dying because they have no meds because of their positioning. It's not always the fragger's fault, okay? Chill out, chill on my man Dukes, okay? They had literally no health and no shields. Yeah, Clicks lived. Clicks was taken down at 2 HP, bro. Come on. A lot of IGLs themselves will still tell you if someone dies mid or early game, quite often it's the IGL's fault, not the person who died. Could be positioning, could be meds. I'm not saying Dukes didn't sell, maybe he did. But too many of you guys, when you see someone dead, assumes they sold. It's also because Clicks is doing very well as a solo though. Like, big respect to Clicks. When he has been solo, he's been doing well. Where if Clicks was dead right now, it wouldn't look like Dukes was selling. I think Clicks is just carrying as a solo right now. Clicks is buying. Fucking hell. Oh, never fire. Gotta go solo now. Good weapons to do it though. Yomzo and Jampa. Still trying to get back in this one after Jampa went down earlier. They're in 5th place so far. Gotta be careful. Nice armored wall. Oh, Clicks gets a refresh on the Tragics. Okay. Again, don't know whether Dukes is selling, but Clicks is fucking buying. My man is doing so well as a solo. Degen and Pledge on the high grounds. Chubbs and Jackson trying to make their way through on the water. $29 builds for Pledge too. They got a decent amount. Like, if someone challenges them for high ground though, they're not that healthy from what I can see. Rise goes down, unfortunately, trying to go for that water. Trash is going to go down. So first, second, and third all down right now. We're going to have a big shake up on the leaderboard. Clicks in 4th place is our highest point team alive right now, unless I'm mistaken. He's got the med miss, the mini. Pam's doing Fatch. The Frenchies up above. I did just call out Degen and Pledge, but not looking that good. Pam's doing Fatch. Obviously being able to figure that out themselves. Have taken high ground. Commandment's still in this one. 10 teams, 16 players. Aaron and Naves down below. Users taking a big shot. Skittles still looking healthy though. Slacks and Clarity making it to this end game. It's going straight through Slacks and Clarity's POI. Meanwhile, Clicks has got to do more though. What can he do? Can he hit the maxi? And no, Clicks goes down, but just inside top 10. Still a very good solo clutch. Meanwhile, Playify trying to do a big for him and Muzz. Complete opposite edge of the map to where Playify and Muzz drop as well. Tabs G trying to make his way through this drop spot. And now this POI is one of the worst POIs for these shitty half walls that nobody asked for. Tabs G getting sprayed from up above. Commandment trying to navigate those walls and get himself up a couple layers. And he gets the shot through, but unfortunately can't find it. Skittles now. Gonna have to try and grab that extra loot and see what he can do. No med miss, but gets plenty of material. 15 builds left and goes down. Thatch and Pamstu dropping low. Aaron's around the corner. Shots come out. Aaron and Naves, who we've been seeing fight time and time again in the early game, finally making this end game. Pamstu and Thatch need to try and close this out. Beautiful spotting there from Pamstu to find Playify lurking. 2v2. Aaron's team not looking too healthy. Thatch and Pamstu, I went to say Patch, give them absolutely no time to breathe. They hear the keg go down. They don't wait. They jump in and they close it out. And the Frenchies jump up onto the podium, I believe. I think that was the 3rd place there. Going into game 4, game into 5 and 6, sorry. All right, after game 4, we have Trashy and Rise in first. Wait, is Pam still in fast? Yeah, okay, so we have Trashy and Rise in first on 113, Ages and Kanata in second on 110, Pam still in Fatch 104, Peterbot Byler 104, and Clicks and Dukes 91. Top 5 on the back of 2 very good solo clutches from Clicks. Damn, Macwood and Threats looking good on the high ground. Macwood's usually due for his set lobby win. Macwood almost gets at least 1 win in the set lobbies. This could be it. We haven't seen Clicks and Dukes, but they're still going, pushing towards that top 10 for the prediction. Acorn still getting hit with Surge, 42 above, 13 health. He's sitting on that cake for as long as he can, but I think Acorn is going to be going down soon. Zeus picks him up. Meanwhile, Booga and Miro still in this, fighting from the backside on this low to mid-ground layer. 17 builds for Booga. I don't know how many Miro has. Byler and Peterbot still in first. Good loadouts as well for them. There's Clicks and Dukes in that elevated layer. Clicks and Dukes looking very good. 5 more teams now for the prediction. Clicks going around the outside. Gonna maybe try and drop down a few layers beneath this wood. Yep. Oh, dropping ulti low. Clicks definitely had the full call there. Thatch and Pam's do 81 builds for Thatch. They're looking good if they can make their way to zone. They're just gonna try and get their way to front side. Good use of the sprint mechanic so far. Me Too trying to hold things down for him and Shonye. 5th place. They did go down early. I think it was last game or the game before. And Me Too, man, this med mist really keeping him in it for as long as he could. Byler looking very weak in the mid ground. Peterbot still alive though, even if Byler falls.
How has your day been?
6 elims for Booga and Miro. Med Mist about to run out though. Booga's gonna try and find his way in. Never mind, another Med Mist. Oh, and what the fuck? Commandment deep in zone. Look at the minimap, bro. Commandment's in Narnia. Just keying Booga so far from zone. That is so unfortunate. I guarantee Booga had no clue anyone would be anywhere near him there. Qua trying to hold things down for him and Tabs G. Peterbot and Byler still going strong here. I'm pretty sure Clicks and Dukes made this top 10, right? Or do they go down just inside top 10? We'll have to check. We'll check the leaderboard after this chat for the prediction. But I think that was top 10. Slacks trying to hold things down for him and Clarity. Jump up onto that triple digit. Yomzo and Jampa up in the top 5 now. This is where we expected them to be. Can they pick up their first win? So we have 1st, 2nd, and 4th placed all alive here inside top 5. Really stacked endgame. Thatch in 1st place is going to take down Byler. Also, who was in 1st place. They were tied until now. Thatch picking up Yomzo as well. The Frenchie doing phenomenal in our 5th game here for NA East. Holding on to that top spot. If he can take down Jampa, that's going to secure his position on 1st in the leaderboard. Meanwhile, Threats and Macwood, I think, have got this win in the books up on that high ground. Thatch has got 18 builds left. There's another solo just to his left. I think that's the last solo in this lobby. It is. It's Jampa that's behind him. Thatch hears him. He's looking for him. He might even know this is Jampa. He might know how important this is. Jampa makes his way past though, and Thatch is going to try to make his way around the corner. I think Jampa has gone a different route. He's put himself in the sight line of Slacks. No, so we got 3 solos in a duo. My bad. Struggling on the math there. Let's see if Thatch can continue to do this one. Can he get a top 2? A win would be pretty difficult here. He's pushing for a top 2. There it is. Thatch in the 2v1 against Threats and Macwood. Thatch has gone crazy this game, but to win this would be an insane effort from the position he's in right now with the loot he has. And Thatch does take down Macwood though, but Threats, nice and healthy, is there to finish him off. All right. So after that game though, going to the final game for NA East for the day, we have Pamstu and Thatch in first on 141, Peterbot and Byler in second on 134, Miro and Booga in third on 122, Jampriomzo in fourth on 120, and Trashy and Rise in fifth on 115.
You're pretty all right in my book.
Booga and Miro take the high ground, but backside, unfortunately, they don't get the zone RNG. Booga's not getting the World Cup zones. 22 builds, and oh no. Who is this who jumps in? Fabled Taco jumping in. Miro gets the Elim on a Chewy, gets the finish as well. Miro 108 builds with a grapple glove solo. I don't think Booga had grapple gloves, so honestly, as bad as it sounds, this might not have been the worst thing to happen for Booga and Miro, for Booga to go down there, so Miro can now solo clutch with the mats. He's got the material, he's got the grapple glove. If he picks up a med miss, he is completely chilling. Meanwhile, Peterbot and Byler first place on the high ground. Again, proving chemistry doesn't mean shit if you're just an insanely cracked child, apparently. Mechanics over everything. 15 teams, 25 players. Cam trying to do the best he can to survive here. Yomzo jumping down, gets extra material. 4th place. Yomzo and Jampa are still in this one. Don't know where Jampa is, but Yomzo's a little bit split right now. Just getting shot by ghosts. I don't know where the hell he's getting shot from. I don't think Yomzo knows where he's getting shot from. Meanwhile, Commandment and Avery trying to push inside top 5 here to close out day 1. Looks like Command wasn't kidding when he said he was grinding this season. My man's been putting in the work. Byler and Peterbot still have that high ground. It pulls back over high ground. Beautiful middle window edit there for Hoofisher. Gives him the right peak advantage. Jampa now got to try and clutch it up solo. Miro still going solo. Miro had everything he needs. Like I said, all he needs is a med miss here to tank a bit of zone, and Miro has everything. Grapple glove meds, grapple glove mats and white meds, and Miro will get you a top 5 by himself. Unfortunately, he's down to wood though, and he's gotten the attention of high grounds. Needs to be careful. He's sitting on the second high at Jampa. Only got 3 builds left. If high ground starts focusing him, he's gone. He's 8 HP on the edge of zone. He's gonna fall at the hands of Acorn. Acorn and Edgy also trying to push inside that top 5 now. Nut and Chucky on the low ground haven't got their characteristic win here yet. Nut and Chucky not having the insane high ground performances we normally see from them. See if they can do it from the low grounds. Macwood still in this one. Winners of last game, trying to make a huge surge up on the leaderboard in their last 2 games. Going from, I think, outside 30th to now inside top 10. Unless I'm mistaken, Macwood and Threats are having a gigantic leap forward on the leaderboard here in these last couple games. Acorn and Edgy with the 6 elims on low grounds. Oh, Threats goes down. Never mind. Bit of a curse, but hey, top 7. That's still a really good finish so far. They'll probably drop a little bit further here, though, but Miro's still clutching it up for him and Booga. I did call a top 5. Very few people you can be that confident will get a top 5 as a solo, but Miro will always be one of them. And there goes high ground's focus. 54 health, 30 health. He's going to fall, but top 5. Really, really good performance. Now we have 4 duos. Byler, Shadow, Edgy, and then Nut. Nut and Chucky, I think, are already on double-digit elims as well. So this could be a very, very high-point game for them. And there it is. They are already on double-digit. That's 10. Make it 11 once they get that finish. Where's Acorn? They could make it 12. Shadow and Walker's behind that wall. Nut and Chucky are feeling it right now. Trying to push their way through. All these teams are congested down in this low ground. I think Peterbot and Byler have got one of the most free wins of their career on this high ground right now, unless they mess this up. We've got 2 duos colliding on the low ground. All they got to do is work their way top down, and they're going to close this out. They are just doing all the work for them. Walkers goes down. Shadow quick to follow. Nut and Chucky are shambles. Peterbot and Byler are sitting pretty. Shadow's backside of zone. Nut and Chucky trying to close this one out, but Nut's 2 HP, not looking too healthy right now. Trying to make his way through these metal builds as well. All Peterbot and Byler have to do is just breathe on them. And Nut and Chucky are probably going to go down. Shadow is still surviving in this mid ground, though. Peterbot and Byler playing this pretty passive. I think they're happy to let low and mid ground fight each other. The spray comes out, and here it is. Byler's working down. There's one. Can he pick up the other 2? And no, Byler takes a big shot. Hold up. Nut and Chucky putting up a fight. Chucky 1v2. And Peterbot and Byler are going to close it out. But a 12 elim second from Nut and Chucky. I'm not sure how many elims Peterbot and Byler had there, though. We'll check the leaderboard. I was like, there it is. Peterbot and Byler in first on 182. That makes far more sense. The 8 elim win to close out the last game. Miro and Booga in second on 162. Pam's doing Fatch 155. Jampri Omzo 153. Acorn and Edgy 133. Dukes 131. Threats 125. Shonye 124. Commandment 124. And Paper 119. So a close leaderboard. Good performance so far from a lot of these teams. But yeah, Peterbot and Byler looking good to go back-to-back for a team that, by all means, should not be doing this well. Like, they really just shouldn't. The first FNCS, everyone was like, what the fuck? Then the second FNCS, they split up 4 times during the season, kill all chance of having good chemistry. and still just pop off. I don't understand. I don't get it. All right, we're going to scroll to the leaderboard, though, for the rest of you guys. Check threads matches. So yeah, I will in a second. Jackson and Chubbs pulling zone on the high ground. Nice spot. Mason takes down D-Roller. Skittles goes down to Bank. Wait, that's... Never mind. The Elim feed's replaying. Kanata Ages are in that middle area as well in 9th place now. So jumping up into top 10 again. No surprise there. Commandment Avery in 8th place. 1 spot above them. Elims are worth 2, chat. Each Elim is worth 2. Clicks and Dukes need a refresh here. I think they got about... I mean, I'm guessing that's most of their mats. Dukes had about 50 builds, but I'm assuming Clicks has the majority. So if Clicks has 13 builds, we're in a rough spot. 19 teams, 36 players. Muzz goes down to Sphinx. Ooh, Aviv takes down Cooper. So Aviv and Donnie get in here. See how Clicks is making this rotate. I see Dukes. I don't see Clicks, though. Here he is. 0 builds. Unfortunately, Click's going to go down. It's a Booger Miro, though. Booger Miro back here in 3rd place, looking pretty shambles themselves. Miro gets a bit of a mat refresh, but it's mostly only Siphon mats. Booger's gone down. So solo Miro now, trying to catch up. It looks like Fatch and Pamstu have overtaken them on the leaderboard. Peterbot and Byler have gone down. Wait, hold up. Fatch and Pamstu, are they still alive? Fatch and Pamstu, both healthy as a duo. Top right of your screen. That means 1st and 3rd have fallen. So Fatch and Pamstu could be kicking off day 2 with a big jump on the leaderboard. This could potentially put them in 1st. I can't remember how far they were down the leaderboard, but I think it was close enough they could overtake here. Dukes and Clicks both go down. Kanata trying to solo clutch for him in Ages. 84 builds though in a grapple glove. Kanata could make this work. Kaz trying to make it around the corner. Who Fishy's already gone down. 0 elims here for Kaz, though. He's got to find something. There's Donnie. That's a freebie. Donnie still somehow surviving and pushing through this one. Kanata here inside the box, trying to get some extra materials up. Crisp and Neverfire on that low ground after winning the spawn fight against TK's team, but Neverfire now going to have to back it up because Crisp, unfortunately, missing his shots on Chucky, and Chucky, the Siphon's going to keep him alive. Neverfire in a really rough spot now. Going to step back and play the splashes, but he's got to get in. I'm sorry, Kaz. I'm sorry, bro. Meanwhile, we got Fatch and Pamstu making it to frontside, looking healthy as a duo inside top 10 teams. 15 players here. Fatch and Pamstu are looking very good. They're going to be one of the healthiest teams in this lobby. Not only the highest point team in this lobby still alive right now. Fatch puts down Commandment. They're up to 6 elims for the Frenchies, looking fantastic. Almost top 5 teams now. Neverfire trying to clutch up as a solo, trying to see what he can do to get to front side. Beautiful little rotate there. Takes a bit of zone, but it's worth it. Not unless he gets full rushed here, though. Gets put in the box, put in the blender. I don't know who that was. It was Costa. Meanwhile, Pamstu and Fatch, though, quickly jumping onto Costa and Zeus themselves. Pamstu down to 35 HP. Gonna try and get that shield off. Acorn and Edgy in 4th place still in this one. Acorn and Edgy kind of just flying under the radar right now. Maybe moving themselves up onto the podium. Top 3 finish could be on the board for them. Booger goes down in the feed. Wait, Booger went down ages ago. Fatch and Pamstu. We have Fatch taking down Edgy. That's a big elim. Not only an elim, but also taking down someone else on the leaderboard. Now it's a 2v2. Nosson and Bryce, I believe, versus Jackson and Chubbs. 2 teams that have been heavily contested here so far this weekend, I think. Chubbs going up, 30 builds, trying to stay above this one. Jackson's right next to him. They've got the high grounds. Rocking the best skin in the game with the worst variant, though. Nosson down below as a solo. Never mind. Nosson's down below. I am hearing the pistol. Very odd to hear the pistol in endgame here. FNCS Grand Finals. Nosson's looking for mats, but I think you just got to look up and pray, man. You got to hit your shots. The builds aren't going to help you now. It's a 2v1 in the water, and Nosson is literally a fish in a barrel. And the shots come out, and he goes down. Good win for Jackson and Chubbs. After game number 7, first game of day 2, the Frenchies back on top. 194 points, 7 matches, 1 win, looking really good. 1 elim the difference between the Frenchies and Peterbot and Byler right now on 192. We have Miro and Booga in third on 179, Acorn Edgy in fourth on 169, and Jampri Omzo in fifth on 153. Then we have Commandment, Dukes, Shonye, Ages, and Neverfi. Macwood and Threats are on the high ground. No shield though, so I don't think they're looking too good. I think they're just taking the high ground because they can. Oh boy, that's a loadout. Meanwhile, I wonder if Pamsto and Fatch got their surge up. Commandment and Avery taking down Cold, so Sentin's now solo. Byler goes down in the feed. Byler goes down to Aviv. Peterbot now solo. This could be it. The Frenchies could put himself clearly on top now. Peterbot solo. He's 51 below. He's got the grapple glove, but he's got no spray weapon. Got no white heals. This is big for a lot of teams like Acorn and Edgy in fourth as well. Day and Cease on the high grounds. 72 builds for Day. Oh, Peterbot, 21 HP. Peterbot, first place, down and out. So right now, all eyes on Pamstu, Fatch, Booga, Miro, Acorn, Edgy, any of those guys in that top 5 right now. This is their chance. Peterbot and Byler have been on top for a while now. Fatch and Pamstu might be able to stretch that lead. Oh, looks like Pamstu's down. Fatch is solo. Oh, wait, never mind. Wait, is Pamstu alive or dead? Is he on 1 HP? Oh shit, Pamstu's on literally 1 HP. His health bar looks non-existent. No, he's alive. It's just 1 health. It looks like he's dead. Meanwhile, Booga Miro trying to get active, getting an elim, getting a refresh. They're looking good. Fatch and Pamstu got to find something. They got to find a med mist or some minis or something for Pamstu. Clicks and Dukes in 7th. They're doing well. The consistency is what we said. If they make it to endgame as a duo with Surge healthy, they can have big performances. They're trying to do so here. Majority of their points have come off the back of solo clutches, but that's not going to get you a first place in NA East FNCS. Got to do it as a duo. Cease and Day still on that high ground. Kanata now going solo as well. Miro Booga looking healthy. Not too many mats though, but that med mist and that shotgun looking very good for Miro right now. D-Roller on the receiving end of a lot of pressure from Miro. Fatch and Pamstu now just Fatch going down just outside top 10. So first down, second down. Let's see what third can do. Booga Miro, this is their chance. Day goes down to Blake, so I think the high ground is changing hands. Kanata still holding on solo, doing so well. 26 builds, a decent split between hard mass and wood. The only problem is no meds. Cease is still on that high ground, so Blake took down Day, but Cease is still up there. How long before a good duo realizes that Cease is solo on the high ground? Booga takes down Rise. Kanata still going. 13 builds now. Really just doesn't have the loadout for this, but if anyone can make it work, it's going to be Kanata. Trashy in 9th place solo as well. Not for much longer. TK, first endgame they've made, and they're doing very well here, TK and Rituals. Clicks takes down Teo. Miro popping the med mist. He's going to have to grapple glove up. I think Booga's behind him, though, and I don't know if Booga has grapple gloves, so maybe they're trying to save them. Duke's taking shots in on Booga. That's big. That's 5th place taking shots on the 3rd. That can be a big shake up on the leaderboard, and Dukes does get the credit for that onto Booga. Goes down to Storm. Kanata on 16 health. Every time we tune in, Kanata's a little bit more scuffed. Miro goes down. Clicks and Dukes still going through this one. Top 5 teams, 8 players. He's doing it. He's doing it. Rituals is down. TK now solo. Cease up above solo. This could be a Clicks and Dukes win. They're the healthiest duo in this, except for maybe Blake and Vert. There you go. So it's Clicks and Dukes versus Blake and Vert as far as healthy duos go. Meanwhile, you got solos in this like Kanata who are just moments away from death. TK got to try and see what he can do to try and rat through these tarps. He's going to run into Clicks and Dukes pretty soon, though. They're just above him. He's still holding this high ground as a solo. No one has looked up at high ground just yet. They have to realize when there's almost no pressure coming out from high ground, something's wrong up there. There it is. Dukes realizes. Dukes and Clicks go up from a Cease dropping down. Dukes takes it. We have Dukes and Clicks on the high ground. Cease puts up a fight, but Dukes is able to hold him off. Clicks is now healthy. Dukes takes this one. Clicks trying to get back up to him. Anchors the Bills. We got a 2v2 in our hands. Blake's team versus Clix's team. Are we going to see the big shitter pick up a win in FNCS Grand Finals? A lot of fans going to be very happy with this one. Blake and Vert on the low ground. Clix has got that AR in hand. He's got at least a hammer to spray with. No SMG though. Duke's spraying with his burst rifle, so I don't think we have the follow-up. Vert has the SMG. Quite often we see these fights come down to ARs versus SMGs. SMGs almost always win, but Vert and Blake running out of mats. They're struggling right now. Never mind, Dukes is getting his shots. Dukes goes down. Clix jumps down. Clix and Dukes picking up the 8 elim win. I think the first game so far this weekend, we've seen Clix and Dukes go into endgame as a healthy duo. He's doing it, man. He's doing it. He's doing it. Good shit. Well done, Clix. So after that game, we have Pamstu and Fatch in first, tied for first with Booga and Miro on 2-1-2. Peterbot and Byler in third on 2-1-1. We have half an elimination separating first from third here on NA East. One of the closest leaderboards you are ever going to see in a 12-game FNCS Grand Final. Holy. We got Dukes and Clix just outside that in fourth on 193, and Acorn and Edgy in fifth on 189. Commandment, Ages, Jamper, Trashy, and Paper. Whew. Okay. This is going to be an exciting finish.
G1.
What do we got? Where are our big names? We got first place over on the edge. On that north, oh, I think that was the west border. No, it's the east, sorry. There's Boogamir over there on the east. Acorn's beneath them. Oh, Rhythm and 20 going for this. Haven't seen too much from Rhythm and 20 this weekend. Jamper and Iomzo in sixth. The Iomzo not looking too healthy. Man, Acorn and Edgy got the loadout though. Tahi and Bang pushing them, really helped them out here. Booga Miro, 8 builds for Miro. Booga's probably got the majority of their mats, being the Tarpa, but I don't think it's going to be too many more than that. Avery and Commandment take the high ground in fifth. We might be seeing the Avery Commandment win. Gotten quite a few FNCS Grand Final wins between them in their time. Absolutely no surprise or no strangers to winning games in Grand Finals. Oh, nice spot there from Acorn. That gets them their surge, but don't get the refresh. Surge is gone now anyways. They just kind of need that refresh at this point. 22 builds left. Meanwhile, Rise and Trashy in the mid ground with 111. So Rise and Trashy very, very stacked. Acorn trying to take a fight with someone. Gets the armored wall in the stair. Keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Don't know where Edgy's gone here. Miro and Booga, though, playing from the backside. Looking pretty shambles. Not too sure why we don't have a POV right now in first place. Love to see how they're going on second height. There we are, Booga Miro. Wow, the Obs team heard me. Booga Miro, 24 builds for Miro, so looks like they got a bit of a refresh. They've still got that med mist. Still got decent meds, I guess. What can they find, though? They're trying to rat this second height so hard. They're just staying here, saving as many builds as they can. Avery and Commandment still got that high ground. Avery goes up. Someone's contesting. I'm not sure who it is. I think it might be Rise and Trashy. It was Rise and Trashy, and Rise goes down to full damage. Trashy now solo. Rise more like fall. Trashy now solo. Iomzo goes down to Costa. Jamper and Iomzo here in this low ground. Jamper picks up a big elim. Keeps his health up a little bit more. Got to keep pushing through. Don't know if he has a med mist or doesn't get a med mist off that elim either, unfortunately. Jamper 12 HP, 12 builds, 5 builds, 4 builds. Investing everything here to try and get himself in a zone. Trashy's still going strong as a solo. I think Booga Miro are still in this as far as I'm aware. Acorn Edgy jumping up in a second. That's how close this leaderboard is. This is second on the first right now. Acorn Edgy pushing in the same top as Booga Miro. Both so close on the leaderboard, but Booga comes out swinging and Acorn gets caught off guard. Booga Miro now getting another refresh for them. They've got med mist, they've got shields. They're fine as long as they have the time to use them. Unfortunately, based up in wood, they are a target to get keyed right now. Avery and Commandment. Someone Booga knows all too well above them. Edgy down here in the bush by himself. Scented, talking about ex-teammates running into each other. Edgy going down to the hands of Scented there. Cold getting the finish. C still going solo too. 5 teams, 9 players. Miro Booga, 6 elims, 250 points. We got our FNCS champs back on top. I think first time we've seen them in first place this weekend. Commandment takes down Miro. Booga now solo. Commandment's also solo though. 5 teams, 7 players. There's a lot of solos left in this lobby. Booga up above needs to find some kind of a mat refresh, and he should be fine. Trying to get a mat refresh as a solo, though, could always be sketchy. There's Kaz and Who Fishy. That's our... Oh, no, all solos. 5 solos. We got Cold now in this one. We got Booga in this one. We have Edgy. Some of the best solo players in the world. Cease. This is going to be an interesting closeout. This is very good for Booga. Just needs to try to get his hands on one build. Just anything to keep him off this layer beneath him. But then again, most of these players don't have these edits because it's a 1v1 now. 3 solos. Booga, Cold, and then someone on the low ground. I think it might be Kaz. No, Kaz just went down. Can Booga find something here with the purple shotgun? It's Cold. 3 very good solo players. Cold and Commandment colliding. Cold, 6 elims to his name. Can Booga win it? Remember, win could be the difference on the tiebreaker at the end of this tournament. Booga closes it out on 24 health. The 8 elim Vic Roy for Booga and Miro. Going into that game, tied for first, and now very much ending it in first. Very well played by Booga Miro. All right, so after game number... Oh, are we updated? Yeah, after game number 9, we have Miro and Booga in first on 260 points. 34 points clear of Acorn and Edgy. We then have Commandment and Avery now in 217. Peterbot and Byler dropping down to 215. And then Pam, Stu, and Fash now in 212 on the back of 2 pretty unlucky zones for the Frenchies. Duke's just outside top 5. Jampa, Trashy, Ages, and Kaz. I'll scroll through the rest of you guys if you want to see it as well, but... It's going to be a good tourney, man. Booga Miro.
Let's go.
Booga Miro get a good zone. They get the win. No surprise. We have the battle of the chemistry now as well. Let's see who can perform better in the second half of the tournament. You have to think Booga Miro, having played together for, I think, years now, technically, right? Since trios. Used to this kind of pressure. See if they can hold him off. Last time we saw Peterbot and Byler in first as well. They kind of crumbled under the pressure. They held on to first after a very big lead day 1, but it wasn't exactly a confident showing in day 2. Last time we saw Clicks and Dukes make an endgame healthy together, they won it. So even if they can't get a win here, just another good game would be massive. This is a big chance for them. Canada and Ages, first time we've seen them make an endgame healthy together today as well, which is quite surprising. I think one of the first times. So they got 170 builds combined. Good amount here this deep in endgame. Avery and Commandment now up into second place, man. If Avery and Commandment win this FNCS from left field, it's going to be crazy. 36 below for Clicks and Dukes. They've gone down a little bit. Now 21 above. Just a couple of AR tags should be enough. They still have splashes. They can play safe and don't have to stress too hard about the surge, but saving the splashes would be ideal. Meanwhile, Paper and Lawrence just outside top 10, trying to jump their way up as well. Trashy takes down Clarity. Slacks goes down in the feed too. Fats, the Frenchie's still going. He's been solo for a while now. He's 36 below. He does have meds to out-heal that zone. I mean, that surge, but again, just like Clicks, probably doesn't have to waste them for surge. There we go. Fash gets a bit of damage. He's 64 above. That should hold. 3 more players to go down. That's it. Fash is looking good now. Doing everything he can as a solo. They just need a couple of northeast zones and they'll be sitting pretty, but the zones today not favoring them too well. Oh, Clicks and Dukes. They're trying to see if they have some of these edits. They don't. Clicks taking a few bits of zone to go around. Dukes is with him. Got to be careful on this chop. They're going through very congested layers without checking ahead of them. I'm a bit scared to see how Clicks and Dukes are playing that. Threats and Macwood back on the high ground. They already got 1 win this weekend. Could make it 2. Canada and Ages down here, trying to find something on these walls. Trying to get a refresh. 21 builds. Canada and Ages need a big jump forward on the leaderboard. Avery and Commandment still going strong. Got that med miss in the back pocket. They've got 2 med miss actually. So choosing to take a bit of zone to get themselves onto this uncongested side. Fash, one build, 1 elim, and he's just somehow the shots are basically going through Tabney there. I'm not exactly sure what just happened. Fash gets 20 builds back to his name, starts pushing forward, trying to make his way to front side. Avery getting inside the brick tarp as well. Clicks and Dukes make a play towards high ground by the looks of it. Didn't get to see how this one started. It's Threats and Macwood, and Threats and Macwood are looking pretty shambles, actually. Clicks and Dukes, if they make that play for high ground, might be able to pull it off. That's how they won their game earlier today. Thatch is still going as a solo, doing incredibly well here. Clicks and Dukes are on that second height layer. They've got Cam near them as a solo, and we have a very shamble Threats and Macwood up above. If Clicks and Dukes can smell it, if they can sense that high ground is weak, they will make a play for it. Clicks, does Clicks get that one?
Nice.
Don't know if Clicks picked up that Elim. I don't think he did. Thatch is still going on the low ground. Takes down Teo as well. Commandment and Avery now in second place. 246 points, dropping down. Almost no bills to their names, so this is a very passive endgame. So far, these duos are mostly pretty shambles, but Thatch picks up yet again another Elim as the solo, and no, just can't see Aviv there on the low grounds. 6 teams, 10 players. Again, most of these teams looking very shambles. This is a very passive endgame. No one really wants to make too aggressive of a play. As I say that, though, Dukes jumps in. Dukes goes down, Clicks his solo. See him on the right side of your screen. 19 HP, has the men miss, he has the splashes. Just needs to hold these teams out, but they're not giving up. If he gets stuck here, he's going to go down. He might have to jump out into zone. He might play the med mist. He's holding the med mist for dear life right now. Zone ticks, the med mist heals. They're canceling each other out. If he gets his head stuck here and he doesn't get into zone, their game is going to be over. Can he get underneath? He does the slide. He's 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. No, Clicks just misses out. A 6th place, though. Still a really, really good performance here in game number 10. Aviv now trying to hold on for him and Donnie around the corner. 1v2 against Kanata and Aegis. That is not the team you want to run into, especially when Aegis has a gold shotgun, purple SMG in hand. Cam and Narwhal, double gold as well. So we got some good weapons here in this endgame. Avery and Commandment 2-5-3 on the low ground. Can they win it? Can they overtake Booga and Miro? Commandment and Avery, a very, very underrated pick coming into this grand finals. I was told Commandment had started grinding, but I didn't want to believe it. I didn't trust it, but it looks like he has. Commandment and Avery on 6 eliminations.
5 more to go.
On the low grounds. Can we see the typical Commandment big pump? Is Commandment going to close out this game from the low ground with a big pump shot? Did it time and time again in trios. Have yet to see his dominance in duos. Threats up above. There's Threats, Macwood versus Commandment, Avery. Right now, Cam's going for high ground. This is going to really upset Threats and Macwood. He's going to take a lot of damage onto Threats and Macwood. That's going to make it a 2v1. Avery and Commandment do it from the low ground. Man, it's a throwback. It's feeling like 2020. What the fuck? Commandment and Avery winning game 10 from the low ground in FNCS Grand Finals. Nope. Holy shit. Commandment and Avery in first on 2-6-5. 1 singular point. Half an elimination clear of Booga and Mira going into the last 2 games. Dude, what year is it? We got Pamstu and Thatch in third on 2-4-4. Acorn and Edgy in fourth on 2-3-1. And Dukes and Clicks in fifth on 2-2-4. Whew. Looking good, looking good. We got Peterbot, Ages, Jamper, Trashy, and Paper. Dude, Commandment and Avery, I mean, I was told by chat, apparently Command was grinding this season, and I didn't believe it. I was like, yeah, fuck it. He's probably just talking shit. This is what Commandment does. My man's been grinding. Holy. Please watch Booga off spawn this game. Yeah, I got you, bro. Yeah, I got you. Builds, man. Tail looking healthy. There we go. Commandment 17. So Commandment Avery, first time we've seen them in first place. And they're going to have to make it count because they don't have the loadout. Booga Mira's loadout didn't look too much better. Kanata Ages after that clutch res from Ages. There you go. There's the refresh. There's the refresh. And it's on to none other than Costa, who has actually been dropping on Booga Miro at Chonkers. So that's going to feel extra good here for one of our top 2 teams going into the second last game of today. Big refresh there for Booga Miro. Zone's now going back across. Macwood and Threats on the high ground yet again. This is their zone. Threats and Macwood do drop out of Bugle, so no surprise to see them have the high ground advantage. This zone is a brutal one, man. Pulling through Bugle. There's a good chance it either goes over that mountain and back down, or arguably worse, it comes back and we have to do the same rotate again. This is going to be a pretty stacked lobby because all these players get to rat their way through these builds and hold them. But once you get to the edge of these craters, you have some of the worst zones in the game. These craters can be so painful. If you get suffocated, if you're on low ground and the zone pulls the wrong direction like Fatch and Pamstu are right now, they're elevating. There we go. Things get very ugly very quickly. Unfortunately, Pamstu gets caught off trying to elevate. Finds his way back to Fatch, but they have to burn through some meds. Meanwhile, Booga and Miro do have grapple gloves. I don't know if Booga has one too. He does. Booga and Miro both have grapple gloves here. That's a big, big advantage for what is now our first place team. Have overtaken Commandment and Avery. The margin is so close right now. We went into this game with 1 point, half an elimination between first and second. Unfortunately, Commandment goes down here though. Avery just ducking above and below Surge. Avery might go down here. Their position in first might have been short-lived, and Avery, I don't know if he meant to bounce off the web, but almost pulls off the God play. Meanwhile, Kanata still going in this lobby. Boogamiro still going. Clicks and Duke still going. Edgy and Acorn. We have a lot of healthy teams up at the top of this leaderboard. Acorn and Edgy being one of them. They're running out of material though. They've got to be careful. Zone's pulling back up and across yet again. Miro's up above. I don't see Booga. No, Booga's gone down. Miro is solo. Grapple glove, 9 builds, but gold shotgun. That's what matters right now. Miro, some of the biggest fragging potential in the entire region. If he can put that gold shotgun to use, Miro can clutch up some points that him and Booga need so badly. Fatch takes down Clicks. Clicks is going to go down at the hands of the Frenchie, who are just ahead of them on the leaderboard as well. Threats and Macwood still up above. They've already gotten 1 win here this weekend from these high ground plays. Can they make it 2? They found themselves in 7th place at the start of today's leaderboard. They now dropped down into 10th. Fatch still going. Miro down to 5 HP, but he does have the med miss in the back pocket. That's going to top him up nicely. See if Miro can try to find that refresh. He's got to find one big shot. Just one player, one team. And no, Miro takes the shot as he goes. No, that's not Miro. I thought Miro went into the box, but it's D-Roller. Now we have Paper inside the box. D-Roller puts him down. Miro takes down Fatch, and Miro gets another one. Miro, one of the best players in the world, going crazy right now. 3 eliminations, 2 of them as a solo. He picks up that extra refresh. He's going to stay here on second height. The armored walls comes out. He's got the med miss. He's got the minis. Miro got the refreshes he needs to force his way into zone. He's got to be careful though. His ex-teammate is lurking on the low ground. Day, another very scary player to run into, but Miro takes down Teo. His 4th elimination of the game. Miro is clutching up so big right now for him and Booga. He goes down in 4th, but what a performance. Miro had to sit back and watch Booga win a game solo earlier today. Now repaying the favor as Rituals gets inside the box. Cease goes down. Rituals goes down. Macwood and Threats are looking like they're going to get delivered a free win from up above. Macwood and Threats in the 2v1 against Day. I think they might be getting their 2nd win of the weekend unless Day can pull off a very Day type play. Oh, Day's going up. Day has some mats. Wait a second. Day blocks them off with a very mat efficient high ground retake. Can Day do this? Threats is under pressure now. He's in zone. Macwood's dropping down too. Day might be able to play spoiler. He drops down. No, he misses the 2nd shot. Oh, my voice, man. Day went for the aggressive right-hand peek, but he didn't have the angle. Dropped too far forward. Unlucky. Hit it. Okay. In first place. Wait, Macwood and Threats won that? They did. With 1 game to go, in first place, Booga and Miro on 301 points. In 2nd place, Commandment and Avery on 281. In 3rd place, Pamstu and Fatch, 269. Acorn and Edgy on 265, and Dukes and Clicks 245. Dukes isn't Canadian, right? Because otherwise we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Canadians. We have 5 of the 8 players in the top 4 are Canadian. Canada on top, bro. We've got Ages, Jamper, Peterbot, Threats, and Paper. CS title. Are Commandment and Avery going to come out of nowhere? Commandment could be the first person to ever go from last place in the last grand final to winning the next one. Miro goes down. Booga is solo with dead 0 builds. Booga and Miro fall. How many points do they have? How many points did they have? What was that? What's the mark? What's to beat? 311. 311, the points to beat. Commandment as a solo on 292. He could do it. That's 9 points as a solo with a grapple glove. I don't know if points are glitched. I don't know if points are glitched. Sometimes Elim points don't count in the last game. So it could be higher. 315. So it was around 315 in the end. Okay, so I think Elim points are glitching with the in-game leaderboard. So we won't truly know who wins until right at the very end. Meanwhile, Jeopardy Omzo trying to make a comeback. Fashion Pamstu are also up there. I don't know how many points Fashion Pamstu are on right now, but they were in third place here. So they're the healthiest duo still alive. This is going to be a big one, man. This is going to be a finish to remember. 230 above for Commandment. 4 minis, 1 big pot. Only has that gray shotgun. Clicks and Dukes could make a comeback here as well, but it would have to be a monumental effort. Fatch on the low ground on 282. So Fatch and Pamstu very, very close to taking this one too. 65 builds, 2 splashes, 1 mini. And there's an extra Elim. That's 2 more points. And the points didn't go up, so the Elim points are glitched. So Fatch and Pamstu and Commandment Avery have more points than we think they do now. Their in-game points are not updating for Elims. So this could be even closer than what we thought. Commandment takes some big shots, 25 builds, 100 health, 1 shield. Needs to try to get these minis and bigs off, but he's down to only wood. These 2 armored walls could be the difference. Slowly gaining his points, but unfortunately 0 builds. Commandment is going to have to pull off a refresh. He's going to have to find something in this lobby if he wants to win this FNCS. Meanwhile, Pamstu and Fatch on the low ground, looking a little bit shambles themselves, but as a duo in a far better position. Commandment's got to come out swinging. What can he do? The big pot's popped. He's got 100 health, 100 shield. Around the corner, what can he find? A big 100 tag. Commandment might have just found his refresh. 2 Elims. He takes down Muzz and he takes down Clicks. Clicks and Dukes are out of this, and Commandment is still going. 7 builds, 3 eliminations. Commandment, Fatch, and Pamstu are trying to play spoiler here. They do not want Vuga and Mira to win yet again another FNCS title on NA East. Remember, Commandment has never won an FNCS. Pamstu and Fatch technically have never won an FNCS. Commandment goes down with another elimination. Even with the points not counting, I don't know if that's going to be enough, but Fatch and Pamstu, 5 teams, 8 players, rise on the high ground. We've got Dom in this. We have Tragic still in this. Peterbot and Byler in 6th place, trying to have a big comeback as well. Fatch and Pamstu, all eyes on them. 25 builds. They have the bandies. They have the SMG shotgun. They've got a good loadout to fight with here. They just need to get their mats up, and they need to find a refresh. Byler behind the wall. Shadows in the corner. Walkers has gone down. That's a solo. That could be the Elim they need. That could be the refresh. Rise goes down to Shadow. They have a little bit left to their name. Unfortunately, the bandies, the only white heals they have. If they had a med mist, you'd have to think their chance increases. 3 teams, 5 players. Gold SMG. I don't know where Pamstu is. I think Pamstu's playing for a refresh. It's a 2v2. I don't know if the 2 Elims and the win is going to be enough. He drops inside the box. It's Peterbot and Byler. It's the reigning FNCS champions, 2v1. Fatch and Pamstu on the low ground now, trying to make their way up. They know they have the numbers advantage. Byler takes a big shot. Fatch takes the high ground round the corner. Byler just can't find the shot. He mantles. The confidence from this man. But Pamstu and Fatch, the Frenchies, winning game 12. I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's enough. That could have been enough to overtake them. Is it going to refresh? Oh, shit. No fucking way. Commandment and Avery win by a singular point. I got to stop this. Commandment and Avery winning FNCS by a single point. Commandment's first ever FNCS win. Avery's second. Miro and Booga miss out by half an elimination. 1 single point the difference. Pamstu and Fatch with a valiant effort, getting the game 12 win to miss out by 3 points. 1.5 eliminations. It's the margins, man. NA East, one of the most exciting finishes we have ever seen. Dukes and Clicks in 4th, Aegis Kanata in 5th, Peterbot Byler in 6th, Acorn Edgy 7th, Jampri Omzo, Threats Macwood, Trashy and Rise, but holy shit. Commandment and Avery. I guess Commandment's been grinding. I was told numerous times in my chat, every time I mentioned Commandment, I was like, yeah, man, it's Commandment. He's good, but he doesn't play that much. And chat was like, nah, Commandment's going crazy. And I was like, that's something Commandment would say. But apparently Commandment has been grinding. Holy shit. Commandment came last in the last FNCS Grand Final. From 50th to first. Where is it? Where's the last grand final? Where was the last one? Or is this? 50th. Dead last to first within one season. Obviously contested at Coney and it was a bit of a grief fest, but that is ridiculous. $80,000. Holy shit. Avery hasn't won an FNCS since season 1 of chapter 2 as well. The second FNCS ever. So the fact that Avery's still going around, still that dominant. Dude, what a finish. Holy crap. And the prediction, yeah, that's a no. Bugamiro unfortunately just miss out. Dude, what a fucking tournament. Holy. Wow. That's crazy. And it's, oh man, Booga losing to Avery too. So much history there. And Miro as well. The amount of times Commandment came second to Miro. Did Commandment come second to Miro 3 times in trios? 2 or 3 times? Either way. Miro, 2 times. That's right, 2 times. Yeah. Miro coming. Commandment used to being runner-up to Miro. Gets the turn the tables. Whew. Holy shit. What a tourney, chat. We still got West now, but I don't know how West is going to live up to that. West is going to have like the most insane finish. There's just no chance. My voice is gone. Oh, yeah. Dukes and Clicks with 4th. Good placement, man. Happy to say I was proven wrong there. I had my doubts. Didn't think they could do it. Thought it was going to be a usual Clicks grand finals, but my man popped off. Good fucking shit. The first time IGLing as well to get a good placement. 4th place as an IGL. That's the first big placement as an IGL for Clicks. I keep saying it. I want him to find a hard IGL, but apparently, I mean, Clicks can do it. I got to stop doubting. I got to trust my man's game sense, I guess.